Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering, can they get the job done? Before I get right into this, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. With a staggering 28 unrestricted free agents, the Washington Commanders head into February/March with a lot of work to do. Yes, they have more than $78 million in cap space, but that's a lot of different bodies that you have to either replace or either resign. From the standpoint of the offense, they went above and beyond what they thought they were going to do, and they had a much better year than they ever thought they were going to have, making it to the NFC Championship game, essentially. And what you got to think is everybody was on board with the offense, and I'm talking about you have some of the best leaders that you've had for the Commanders in a long time, and you just got to ask yourself, where is this team headed? You're having to replace a Bobby Wagner. You're having to possibly replace Zach Ertz, Dante Fowler. And you got to think from the standpoint, these are guys that are older guys that do you bring them back for another year? Or these are guys that you want to build around and have your young guys learn from? The answer is possibly yes, but at what price point? If they're coming in at a team-friendly deal, then yes, I agree. But some of these guys want to get paid. Even though they're older and in the league, they still want their contract. So you got to think. The Washington Commanders have a lot of cap space. They have a lot of different things they have to address. And that offensive line is going to be one thing that you really have to address. Because essentially from the standpoint, the rookie, Jaden Daniels, was running for his life late in the football season. They didn't have the best blockers. They didn't have the best linemen. So essentially, he took a lot of risk. He took a lot of hits. And you don't want the franchise of the team being hit like he was hit late in the football season, especially in the NFC Championship game. Yes, they're going to have to add another wide receiver to go along with Terry McLaurin. They're also going to have to add another running back as well because the running back position is not as great as you want it to be. Tight end, you do have Ertz. You do want to add more pieces to that because you need to strengthen. You look at the Philadelphia Eagles. Look at different teams in the NFC like the Lions. Look at different teams that can essentially put up 30, 40 points in a blink of an eye. You need to be able to score points if your defense is not up to par, and their defense needs work as well. I think that when you have Jaden Daniels as your signature piece that you're starting to build around, that's a great thing. You need a cornerstone just like him, and I think that they can have a great offensive draft and also free agency. You've got a lot of guys that they've been talking about that have been wanting to be traded to either Washington or either wanting to be dealt to a certain place. So this is a great start for the Washington Commanders. This offseason needs to be big. It needs to be huge for them because you're going to have to show, okay, cool, we can bounce back from this and we can lead by example. So the coaching staff, I love what they're doing in Washington, but you have to make the right decisions. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have to spend the money all in one direction. You don't have to just go crazy on offense. You need somebody that's going to be there for them and hold that down. So with that being said, I think Washington is moving in the right direction. They're going to need a little bit of stability other than Jaden Daniels. They're going to have other playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive accountability is a big thing for them. So this is a part of them growing. This is a part of them learning how to win. You're going to take your losses. You're going to take your lumps. But you're also going to have to be accountable on the football field with wins and losses. So I like the direction Washington is headed. What do you guys feel? NFL fans, chime in. Washington Commanders fans, chime in. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the breakdowns and all the updates. We'll see you on the very next episode.